in time. Now, usually what happens with the comment section is we look at whatever's trending on social media across board, really. Not just about South R, but anything. But this one kind of, it was there. It was in our faces. Now, Nadia Nakai and the guy that got his popularity from the song called Umlando, Dosmus, the guy who sometimes have his shirt off. Well, lately it's all the time. They posted a series of provocative Valentine's Day pictures and videos together. So, ooh la 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 la. They've never come out as a couple. They didn't say anything. So people are wondering, is this a publicity stunt, or is Nadia, as I call it, Nadia launch? She's launching the new relationship. Something else, though, could be them using the power of speculation as a marketing attempt. Maybe they're doing a song together. They're collaborating on something else other than what we think they're collaborating on. And we're going to be talking to podcaster and social commentator Dudu Nkosi about what we saw and now we can't unsee. No, trust me, it's not bad, because didn't she get a BBL last year, Nadia Nakai? She did say she did something to her body. So, I mean, both of them are like, hey, I look good. Ooh, I look good. Together, we look good, gooder, goodest. So let's take pictures together. Let's take a break and then we're going to get into that.
África. Conhece o Ntivani?
Claro que sou eu.
Ntivani é o amante da música de corpo e alma.
Eu amo música africana.
Ele aprecia todos os tipos de melodias e passa os seus dias a ouvir a Channel África. Okay. Adivinha só, a Channel África quer ajudar o Ntivani e os amantes da música em todo o lado a descobrir ainda mais música incrível. Por isso, a Channel África está a convocar artistas africanos a submeterem as suas músicas. Músicos, lembrem-se de nos dar todas as informações relevantes no music@channelafrica.co.za. As submissões são a vossa oportunidade de ser ouvidos, mas não garantem inclusão na lista. Todas as submissões serão cuidadosamente analisadas para verificar se cumprem os requisitos da nossa estação. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802.
I think I've said enough. I've been going at it since 11 o'clock. So now let's get our podcaster online. We're going to be talking now to Dudu Nkosi. She's already on standby. Hey, Dudu.
Hey, Puleng, how are you?
I'm good. How did you spend the big V day yesterday?
Well, because me, myself, Kiaratua.
Excuse me.
My personal person made sure that I had an awesome day. It was gifts, it was lunches, it was just us time, away from the kids, just us, reconnecting and truly celebrating the day. So he really made my day special yesterday. So, kapostua, being posted on these socials nowadays. You have to.
Rona harisa poster. Reposting, Bodudu, reposting.
On Facebook, listen, I was posted, girl. I was posted, but not as high level as Nadia.
Yeah,
I was fully clothed.
Okay. Wait, before we get to Nadia, was it the first time you being posted online? Like,
No, it wasn't. It's our thing. Rapostana.
Oh, let me find you. Actually, No, we're
Rapostana. We post each other's achievements. Every time somebody achieves something, we post each other. Every time somebody's promoting something, we post each other. My partner wrote a book. So every single time we reach a milestone with the book sales, we post each other. Every time he's penetrated new markets with the book, we post each other. So we are there. Posting each other for us is not a new thing, but it's how we post each other. Celebrating family milestones. Yeah. So for us, it's not a new thing, but it's how we do it.
Okay.
Is the important part here. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's get to the real reason why we are here. What was your first thought when you saw the pictures? I think I saw them later in the day.
I also saw them later in the day, and my thought was, wow, okay, all right, this is a lot. in terms of not so long ago she was mourning AKA, right? And then now she's moved on to a new guy, and also not forgetting that she has a bit of a reputation in the industry when it comes to the opposite gender, so for me it was a whole lot of these things, and her music and what she's actually supposed to be famous for was the last thing on my mind.
Dudu, you are harsh.
I'm not being harsh. I think we need to be real as women. Take Kim Kardashian, for instance. This is what she was popular for and known for a very long time, right? And it's difficult now for her to be off that brand because people know her as that. Nobody took Kim Kardashian as a lawyer when she said she was studying law, and nobody took her seriously because we all know what Kim is famous for. Right? It is good and bad, and unfortunate for her, for Kim Kardashian, it's good for her Skims line, right? That women want to look like her because of her Skims line. But if she wanted to move anything away from the provocative stuff, nobody will really take her seriously. And I think she's at a point where even men now don't really date her on a serious note, because after her divorce with Kanye, name one other man who has taken her seriously.
No, wait. I mean, I think it also. Let's derail a little bit. Kim, then we're gonna come back to Nadia.
Yeah.
Nadia, you still take preference, girl. Don't worry, we're coming to you.
She's still important.
Mamela, I'll be very quick with the Kim thing. You can only imagine, and I only imagine, she's rich. And then she's got the drama of the Kanye, which is just the drama of the Kanye. So you can imagine, for guys, you really have to be next level engagement with the rich part and the handling of the Kanye drama, because that's what it is. So it's not easy, and it's not any other guy that can keep up with both. Because that's like, I mean, what do you get, Kim Kardashian? Like, what do you say? Hey,
so you don't think it's reputational? You don't think it's her reputation? Because remember, there's also the Kardashian curse, that if you date a Kardashian girl, your career tanks.
Now, I think that's something that's been made up for people that just want to talk. There is no such thing. However, maybe then what they must go and investigate. Still, guys, we're going to wrap up this Kardashian conversation. Give us 2 minutes. We're going to go back to the Nadia, okay? They're very popular, and they've got their money. So for any guy that goes in there, they know what they are going in there for. So it's not even the career, it's not even the curse that your career. They know what they're getting in there for, and they probably get it. And I've never seen them complain afterwards. Well, except for Kanye, who 50 Cent said it better. He was like, Kanye would fight with Kim and be mad online, and then 2 minutes later he's there, I want to go back home to Kim and the kids. So he will confuse all of y'all. So we should never, ever take everything that he says seriously. So I do disagree with you when it comes to the Kim thing. I think Kim has moved on. I think she's doing well. And besides, what does she need? She's got the popularity. She's got the looks. She's got the money. She's got the kids. And now isn't she dating that speed racer guy? So she's cool.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
when you saw Nadia endorse yesterday, you thought, Ishmara, Nadia girl, you could be just focusing on the music. But then why is it a Nadia thing? Why is it not a DOS thing?
The thing is, it's unfortunate that society judges women harshly than it does men. And we can only be as objective as our personal biases, right? So, and Nadia is more, if I could say, more famous than DOS is. She's been in the industry for longer.
I think they're both equally famous, but like you're saying, in terms of longevity.
In terms of longevity, she's been in the industry for longer. Not just, to be honest with you, I've only known him
for
recently.
That song. Oh, you only just know him recently?
Yes, recently for that song.
Okay.
Nadia Yena, I've known her since she was working, and did she date Casper? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point. Do you understand? So it's for her, it's been a couple of years, almost 10 years now, her in the industry.
I would say Nadia also knows how you guys talk. So when she contributes, she's consciously just saying, let me just fuel the fire so they can carry on talking. Because why not? She doesn't mind it. She's always been public about relationships, be it is a serious one or it's a one that's passing by. I mentioned earlier, Khori, even when she was with Vic Mansa, people were talking about steamy visuals online, and they went that route. So it's not an entirely bad thing, considering, just because she's famous, it doesn't mean she doesn't have to put her preference of how she wants to date out there, which is on her social media page, right?
Yeah. It's not necessarily a bad thing, Puleng, you are right. For numbers, it's not a bad thing. Look at it. We're talking about her now. And people who did not know about this whole situation are now going onto Google, right? Or Instagram or Facebook and searching for these pictures that were trending last night. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're doing it for the publicity. And I hope that the publicity then translates to numbers if they are selling a product. I hope the publicity then translates to numbers. If the product is them, as them selling whatever it is that they're selling, I hope so. If it's for their music, I literally hope it actually does translate. Not that it just becomes Google search numbers, gossip, and it ends there. If it is a publicity stunt, I genuinely hope it translates to actual numbers.
Okay, so you spoke about, didn't she just mourn Keenan? But then it's not just. It's been 3 or 2.5 years.
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
Yeah. Is there really a time when it comes to how long someone should publicly be mourning someone? And I'm talking publicly because we mourn. Hey, we will mourn. What if Linda mourning? I'm actually mourning as I'm sitting here doing my show. You know what I mean? Mourning is something very personal, and which happens most of the time in private spaces.
Unfortunately for her, she did it publicly, right? And in doing so, she portrayed this I'm a grieving makoti thing, not just a grieving girlfriend, because at some point she had said that he had bought a ring and was planning on proposing, right? And she was playing stepmommy to his daughter. Do you understand? She was there at the funeral crying and holding her and all these things. So now we've got that image of her as this doting stepmom, and now she goes and she does this provocative shoot. I think it's hard for people to let that one imagery go and then accept the other without judging and saying, oh, she's living her life. But what are we supposed to be looking at now? Are we looking at the Nadia who had supposedly somewhat matured into the person that she was? Or are we just getting a character? Or was she playing a character and now we're getting another character for numbers? Is there any authenticity in what she's doing? And it's unfortunate that we're talking Nadia and not Dos. Do you see how our minds as society works? That the guy is on the side and the focus is on the woman. And honestly, for Nadia fans, are they getting an authentic Nadia or are they getting a caricature? And with this, investing, if this is an actual relationship, investing, because people they invest in celebrity relationships emotionally, and then 3 months down the line the relationship is over and they've deleted the pictures of each other's Instagrams. So what exactly is it that we're getting here now? And do we forget about the Nadia that was with Keenan? And what growth was there, and what growth will we be seeing from that Nadia who seemed to have matured and wanted to be a family woman, to this Nadia now who, I'm sorry to use this term, but she seems like she's back for the streets again.
Oh my goodness.
I apologized. I couldn't think of a much more respectful term. I apologize. So what are we supposed to do now as Nadia fans? Do we just forget it and move on with this, or do we hold her to some sort of responsibility to us? Because remember, she decided to put her life in the public eye, so now we feel like we are entitled to have opinions and expectations of her. So what do we do now as her fans?
I think what you're doing is just merely echoing what different voices or what the main voices are online. But when you look at celebrity and what celebritydom has always been about, it's always been, I'm a public figure, so I should be able to use the public when I need to, just in case they're working on something. Which Nadia, Nadia, because maybe they started working on whatever by themselves, and they will consider doing music, seeing that we are so interested. So I don't think it's entirely a thing that is not good for the both of them. Could be good for the both of them. I hope.
It could be.
Yeah. Especially if they end up making a song together.
Yeah, like I said, Puleng, I hope it does. When you speak about that, it just reminded me of KO and Nandi. You know, when they did Gangsta Love, people assumed they were dating. They did nothing but release a song, and people assumed they were dating. And that song did amazingly well. The video did amazingly well, only to find that Nandi is getting married to Zakes. They did absolutely nothing. We as the public heard the song.
Yeah.
We saw their chemistry on screen and we assumed, right? They didn't correct us. Right? What Nandi did, she just went and lived her life. But the song is still popular. It's still beautiful. It's still a nice love track. Do you understand? And they did nothing. They did not post naked. They did not make public statements or posts for us to assume that they were together. They just did this one song. We as the public thought what we thought. The song did amazingly well. Yeah. And then they went on to live their lives. So is it really necessary if you have the talent?
To come up with a publicity stunt?
Yeah. Is it necessary?
I think
if you do have the talent.
Talent is not enough. It's a combination. I disagree. Okay, let me just pick a stance and stick to. I disagree. You need a bit of everything. Definitely the talent will take you so far and you will still survive without publicity stunts for sure. But you need to know how the system works so that you can use the system for yourself, because either way, I could come up with a silly rumor and come and AI those photos. Also, what if they are not? What if they are AI? Have you all thought about the fact that those could be AI pictures?
We will wait for them to correct the narrative. We shall wait. We'll wait for them to come out and say it wasn't us. Those are deep fakes and it wasn't us.
No. I think we can sort of see deep fake. More thing I can tell you. Those is shirtless pictures, they are authentic. Yeah. Yes, he's always shirtless. So we've come to know when it's real. So that looked very real. That's how he is. Wasn't he shirtless last year when he was launching the partnership with Casper Nyovest for Casper's alcohol brand? And he's shirtless again. Maybe he's launching something lean idea. So we'll never know. And I like the mystery. Thank God they're giving us something cute to talk about, because their bodies are tea. Yeah, their bodies are tea. So good for you guys. Do what you need to do. But in general, what is your stand and view about celebrities using social media like this to create conversations?
That's the whole point of social media, right? That's the whole point. And I feel them creating stunts like this for us to have conversations, good for them. Good for them and good for us as a society. Then we get to talk about these things and figure out, does this work for me? Doesn't it work for me? Is this content I want to consume? Is it content I don't want to consume? Is this content that I'm a mom to a teenage daughter, so do I want my daughter consuming this content or don't I want her? And if she does consume it, at least then it opens conversation for us, as a mom and daughter. She gets to share her views, I get to share mine. So I think it's great that they're doing this, and this is what social media was meant for, and unfortunately there are social media police who judge people as to what they do and what they post. But social media, it is what it is. It is a free for all, fortunately, unfortunately, and people should use it however they see fit. It honestly, after everything I've said today, is at the end of the day, it is Nadia's prerogative as to what she wants to do with her social media and her body. I can speak until the cows come home, but at the end of the day, it is her and her decisions, and her diehard fans will be behind her, supporting her, and those who judge will judge, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
And I think what we also can just bring up is that there are loyal fans of Keenan Forbes. No matter what, they are loyal, will forever be loyal. So when then she separates herself in that, look at me, I'm with another man, look, in that way, it will break their hearts, because yes, reality is they know he's not coming back, but we trying to hold on to whatever you can hold on to for as long as you can, might just make them feel a certain way when it comes to her. And also, if you were to reveal having a new man in your life after we had put you here with someone that we truly really loved, and you reveal your love life in that way, what does it say about his owner? I'm not saying these are my words, just thoughts, guys. Don't come for my braids. Just say, hey, what does it say about his owner and how we've come to see them? Considering when they were launching Likin and they were in a club and they were decently dressed and they were doing romantic kissing there. This one says yacht, nude, six pack, BBL, boobs, halala. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So either way, they look like they're having fun. And guys, life is too short. That's my view. Life is too short. And their bodies look good. And that's cute content at the end of the day. There's no right or wrong way. And she just made a personal decision that she wants to go about it that way. And they rather also went about it that way. And I don't know, Dudu, if you saw.
Sorry to cut you off there.
Yes, go ahead.
In Nadia's defense, right? I'm going to put this in the African context. In Nadia's defense, in the African context, women are not necessarily allowed to move on. I don't know if you've noticed that. That once you are a widowed woman, moving on for you is not an option. You shall forever mourn your husband, and your husband has now become the saint of a man because he's passed on, and that's it. Your life now, because your husband's life has ended, yours now ends too. And I think with what you had said with the Keenan fans being upset and not happy with her having had moved on, I think a majority of that is based on that. It's a majority of that is based on that in the African context, moving on as a woman is a bit taboo. Remarrying as a widowed woman in the African context is taboo. So fans being upset because of that, I think we should take that into consideration as well. But then we can't use that now to imprison Nadia as Keenan's widowed girlfriend. If there is such a thing, we can't imprison her. She is allowed to move on. She is allowed to live her life and do what Nadia has been known for. And Nadia has been known to show off her body. Nadia has been known to be loud and out there, as you had said, in terms of her relationships. So I think we should give her some grace in terms of that.
Well, they did get social media talking, and look, we're still talking about it. So they dominated the weekend. Lastly, though, just before we say goodbye, she went on her reality show and said, and I remember saying and agreeing with that, saying that when she finds someone else after Keenan, she's definitely not going to post and publicize, because she felt overwhelmed. Especially, she'll be going somewhere, and at the airport, she'll be working on her own healing journey. And maybe that day, all right, she's not emotional. Now someone comes and someone wants to cry with her, because remember that someone is meeting Nadia for the first time, and they want to be like, oh my God, I know how you feel. So she feels like she's always having to now juggle the, okay, yes, you can give me a hug, because of how public she was, even though both of them were public figures. But a girl was even vlogging when they would go to restaurants, and she said she wasn't going to take that route. When she finds a man again, she'll do it privately, just to minimize the level of access that people would have. Because once we will have opinion, would want to say something, would want to ask something, and I remember seeing that. Yeah, I remember seeing that. And now this happening, then Nadia, we don't know, Cece, but hey, do what you must.
She's allowed to change her mind.
She's changed her mind.
If this is a relationship, she's allowed to change her mind. I think because of Keenan's stardom as well, it ended up becoming suffocating, and she had no control over it, right? But in this situation, it's either she's, in terms of the stardom, she's at the top, or they are of equal footing, and she can control the narrative, that she can control what is there and what is out there. You don't know what media machine or publicity machine was behind Keenan's work, right? That needed her to play a particular part in order for them to be as public as they were. But probably you'd find that this time she's like, you know what, I don't mind it. This is how I've always done it. And I had, mostly been in control. And I want to do it again. This whole being private thing doesn't work for me. So then what? And also, what you had just said about her, people seeing her at the airport and wanting to cry with her and all of that. You could probably find she's over it now. And she doesn't want to be associated with being in mourning or, having a partner who has passed away. She wants to move away from that image now. And she wants to be this person who is still alive, who's still a living, breathing human being who's got emotions and feelings and wants to explore that with somebody else. You could probably think that's why she did it. We never know until she comes out and tells us,
Quite interesting. And I guess we can say that they will be ones to look out for in 2026. I don't know if I'm putting too much pressure on the poor people, because I guess and already they are dealing with a lot, and I'm saying they're the ones to look out for in 2026. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Are you guys done celebrating Valentine, or you gonna you'll start again? I mean, you'll finish today. How does this Valentine thing work?
Because actually, ends. At our house, Valentine never ends. It never ends.
Valentine every day. It comes out in
small little pockets here and there every now and again.
This was my first time consciously alone celebrating Valentine, like alone, like just like no.
Or phone next time only alone.
Get over third wheel.
Yeah,
get over third wheel. So that's fine.
It's fine.
Thank you so much for chatting to us on Tech Africa.
So and thank you to the listeners for listening.
Give us your social media handles real quick.
Okay. On Instagram and TikTok, I am at the Dudu Nkosi, TheEdudunkosi, and on Facebook, I am Dudu Nkosi. Those are my socials.
Okay, DU, have a fantastic day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a lovely one yourself. All right, babe.
Just 15 minutes before 12 midday. That was a juicy conversation. I wish I had that song, Nadia. Are. My life is a movie. Somebody shoot me. So you can tell she lives when she is giving storyline after storyline. We're just talking about the pictures that dropped yesterday on social media of DOS. When did I hear a DOS song? Like until she pops up with his shirt off. Then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, he's back. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Let's take a musical break, because man, that was a juicy conversation. I actually enjoyed it. But before we do that, have you noticed that you think you're not being too public by posting on WhatsApp? Because I'm that girl that used to post on WhatsApp my previous relationship, and I would post on WhatsApp, and I'm thinking, I'm just posting to people that know me. These people will not put pressure, it's not like posting on Instagram. But guys, I've learned now, whether you're posting on Instagram or on WhatsApp, because they're seeing. And when you guys are done, where is, and I'm like, okay, I thought WhatsApp was better than Instagram, because my goodness, that is still pressure. So I guess the moral of the story is, do not post. Maybe let's go back to buying our albums and printing out the photo and putting them in the albums and just carrying on. Just 13 minutes now before 12 o'clock Central African time. We're going to go to planting the seed at 12 o'clock. But I'm still here, so let's take a musical break.
The voice of the continent, now online with all your sports